was in the Army. I got in 1990. I did 8 years active, 4 years National Guard in San Jose, California. Originally, I came out here to visit some friends that owned a home here, and I stayed probably like 3 months. I went back to California. I got an offer to be part of the Harlem Globetrotters. The Harlem Globetrotters asked me, where do I want my home station to be? I said Las Vegas, because I could always come visit my friends and leave from here.
How did you get involved with Forgotten Not Gone?
I went through a pretty rough time coming out the Army when I was fully out. Hard to find a job, struggling to kind of get my feet under me. I started a program called Kid Fit. It was Active Youth Against Obesity, and I had a mascot called Kid Fit. I took the mascot around to schools and churches, community centers, trying to keep people active and outside. I just had this crazy thought go through my head that I needed to be at this event they had out at Sunset Park. So I just popped up. It was like 4:30 in the morning. I know my wife thought I was crazy. I just popped up and said, I gotta go. She was like, where you going? I said, I gotta go to the event. Put the Kid Fit outfit on, put the head in the passenger seat, booked it over to the park, got to the park, put the head on, and just creeped up on the crowd. They had no idea who I was. But at the time that I walked up, they were getting ready to do stretching exercises and stuff like that, but nobody wanted to take the lead. So they said, anybody here know how to do stretching exercises? Of course, out of the military, I knew all the proper stretches. So I threw my head up in there. So they let me take the lead. Once I did all the exercises with them, they wanted me at every location. Like, come over here, do this, do that. And at one point, they brought me over to where Pete was. Pete had all these little trikes. The kids was kind of hesitant to get on the bikes and stuff. I jumped on one, started acting silly in it, and took off, and they all started jumping on them and following me. So it was magic. Like, that was it. And that was the whole purpose of me having Kid Fit was for the kids. So from that day, me and Pete been tied to the hips.
What difficulties do veterans face after military service?
Mostly just, I think just being kind of neglected in the sense of you expect some help. You expect somebody to kind of lead you into it. Like they always say that we support our troops. So when you get out, you kind of feel like that's going to be the way, but it's not exactly like that. So just trying to get back intermixed with the civilian life and having a job, finding a job that you could actually enjoy. So most civilians don't understand how tough and how stressful it is to be in the service. Most of them only expect you to go wherever your unit is, you serve your time out right there. Say it's in North Carolina or Kentucky. But the stuff we go through when we go overseas and go to different places, there's a lot of stress involved, and I know they don't understand that because most of them never go through that type of environment. They might have stress at work, but it's not under fire. And then also the camaraderie. You lose that camaraderie, and then it's like every day you wish you had that battle buddy that understand what you're going through. So that was the hardest part for me.
What made you want to get involved with Forgotten Not Gone?
I think when I ran into Pete at that event, just our connection and understanding that I've been through some of the things you've been through. And then for me, I didn't expect to meet him there. You know, my whole thing was there was some kids at a park. But to see another veteran working with kids and doing outdoor activities, I was just super excited. So it made it easy because he was going through the same thing I was going through, trying to work with the community, doing all he can to help veterans. So it was perfect.
How do trikes help?
Well, I feel great when I'm out on the trikes, but imagine this. I have 2 messed up knees. Both of my hips are bad. a messed up ankle and a really bad shoulder, and trying to ride a regular bike, I would do it, but the whole time I'm grimacing because it's hurting. When you get on these trikes and you figure out that the electric assist is going to help you, you barely have to pedal, and you're basically inclined, right? You're relaxed like in a laying position. It's awesome. It's too easy for me. The whole time I'm like super excited, just feeling like we're out just having a good time. Regardless of what's going on, we could have other people with us. We could have people that's not veterans that's riding with us. We still have the same feeling and excitement about being out together like that.
What would you say to a veteran who doesn't want to hang out with other struggling veterans?
So for guys and girls, women, men that feel a little hesitant to share their story or even let anybody in, because that's the thing. We're being defensive. We just don't want you in our circle anyway. But the thing about the camaraderie and having a common experience with the military, we're more likely to accept you with whatever your issues are, and you don't even really have to talk about it. Just come out and have a good time. Find out how you could be in the community and accepted by different people from all walks of life, because we have people from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, all of that. So I just say come out and have a good time and come meet somebody new, especially another veteran.
What difference has Forgotten Not Gone made in your life?
When I first started with F&G back in 2016, I think I may have been on about probably, I'd say 7 different medications. Pain, I couldn't sleep, anxiety, all of that stuff. And as I'm trying to get out of that and not use those anymore, I needed to do something with myself, stay busy. And again, in 2016, we had that event that I met Pete. And from that, I started gradually finding something to do with myself, something to put my mind on, something to be more purposeful, like coming out and helping him with other veterans, because there's a veteran that was like me. 5 years after I'm with him, this new guy was in the same position I was in. I could explain that situation, how I overcame it. And so I'm down to, I think I have 2 medications now. One of them is for pain, and the other one is a sleep aid. I use that when I want to. It's not something that I have to take it regularly. So big time difference.
What is the trike life?
Well, definitely trike life, that's my section. I love being out with the veterans, but we want to get the community involved. So the community could come, or we could come to them. They book us to come out a couple of hours at a time. The kids could enjoy the trikes. Hopefully they'll get to see the footage of the taxi garage. Those are awesome vehicles. That's something I can't wait to take out to the community and have them learn about F&G as well as trike life. We about that trike life all day.
How has Forgotten Not Gone helped your family?
So I know it helped me with getting comfortable and being less uptight. So like those moments when you might have a dispute or a debate, I'm not as attacking, I'm not in that attack mode anymore. So I think it helped in a sense of giving me to learn how to lay back a little bit. Don't hold on to the reins so tight, you know what I mean? And my wife is here, so when you guys interview her, I hope she could tell more about what changed in me than I could, because we don't notice it. We think we're okay, we think we're doing better, but there's times you might have went off and don't even realize it, right? So, but yeah, I think it helped a lot. It helped me get comfortable and lay back, don't be so uptight.
What changes have you seen in Reggie?
Well, with the pain and his disabilities, it's hard for him to find work to keep him busy, and he's a very active guy. With F&G, it really got him involved, keeping him involved in the community like he loves to do. So that really helped a lot to make him feel needed.
Describe your experience with Forgotten Not Gone.
It is a great bonding exercise, but it's also an individual stress relief. Kelly and Pete are awesome. They're lovely people, and they just make me feel like I'm a sister. I work a lot. I'm very busy at work. I get a little stressed out, and so he's like, babe, come with me. You got to come ride. And so that's how I participate with F&G, is I just ride. They don't really put me to work. They just provide the trike, and I get on and ride. Just to talk about Wednesday nights, when we go out on Wednesday nights, I went one time, and it relieved so much stress that I couldn't wait to go again. And even though I'm tired, I get off work, and my husband's like, I just want to remind you, we got a Wednesday night. And I was really looking forward, especially to last Wednesday. Like, I really couldn't wait to go out at the night ride and just be out there. I feel like I'm alone with 500 people out there. So it's just awesome.
What is your favorite part of Forgotten Not Gone?
My favorite part is just enjoying the ride, and it feels like everyone is just happy and enjoying. There's no fights. It's just a stress reliever. I don't really know how to put it in words. Kelly and Pete help ride along. You adjust the seat to make sure that the pedals are right for you, and I just sit there. And of course, with the electric assist, there's a little bit of pedaling, but it's not hard at all. It's amazing. I just feel good.